Hello, Nigerians. This is your brother and friend, concerned citizen, Dr. Haruna Goroh. Thank you for joining me again today in another broadcast as I speak about the issues that concern our beloved, dear nation, Nigeria. A nation that has suffered so much pain in the hands of a few greedy, selfish politicians that have taken and held this nation hostage. I believe if there's ever been a time that all of us need to stand united as one voice and speak to take back our nation, it is now. Nigeria cannot go further down than it has already gone. Things have gone too bad. One regime after the other, instead of things getting better, they just go from one bad condition to the other. Even as we remember the role that England played in where Nigeria is today. We just heard about the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, and now her son has just taken over. He's the King of England, that is King Charles III. So we know our history as a nation with England. Some of the painful things that the nation is currently going through today has a lot to do with the role that England played in our nation. However, that has come and gone. What we do with Nigeria now, we cannot blame Queen Elizabeth. We cannot even blame the current king, that is King Charles. We have to take our destiny in our hands. Nigeria has diversity, people from the north, south, east, and the west. But we've lived together in harmony. But there are a few people that have decided that Nigeria will never know peace if things are not done their own way. And that's why we saw the civil war that happened in the 60s. After the war, then we started having coups, one coup after the other. Then there was a return to civilian rule. And we remember President Shehu Shagari. Then we're back to coups again. In 1999, we're back to civilian rule. And up till now, politics is still crawling in Nigeria, and we're still trying to get ourselves together. It's been one thing after the other, one calamity after the other. And you see that deteriorating as the regimes came and went. And so this time around, where things are at, we can't afford to let it be business as usual. Anybody that's insensitive to the pain that Nigeria is going through right now, they are enemies of this nation. Anybody that is still trying to play the card of religion, tribalism, or sectionalism, I can tell you such a person is an enemy of the nation. This time around, it's a battle to take our nation back. A time when people are advancing, people are now coming up with technology, finding ways to make life easy. We are still going backward as a nation. You know the reason? It's because we've got naive people, selfish people, greedy people, people that have no sense of direction. They're the ones that are leading the rest of us. No wonder the nation is where it is today, where terrorists have overpowered the army of a nation. Nigeria doesn't even look like a nation that is safe from external invasion. People can come in from neighboring nations and suddenly take over our forests, take over our high roads, take over everywhere where there's no safety. And the sitting president is helpless, doesn't know what to do. The nation seems to virtually be under the control of bandits and terrorists. Anybody that is not concerned, those are not people that love this nation. The time we are living in demand us coming together and saying enough is enough. We will not take this debt again. We will not take this corruption again. We will not take this insecurity again. We've had enough. This is our window of opportunity to make a difference. This is our time to take our nation back. We can't afford to do another trial run. We can't afford to give the APC government another 4 years when they have destroyed the nation. Then we want to still try them again. It's not really, again, about the candidate. It's about the party and their policies. They have not been helpful. So this is the time to take our nation back. And if we talk about PDP, PDP was there for how many years? 16 years. What did they do? And then we can't say, let's try either of them. Some people are so naive that they're still thinking there is a recreated, a rebranded PDP that's coming to save us. No, we're not going to take that. I had given up hope on Nigeria, especially as a northerner. We've been having many of our northern brothers govern as president. What have we had apart from pain that has been unleashed on us? I come from Kaduna State. I know the pain we have suffered. How many religious riots, how many burnings, how many killings, and now see what is happening with the bandits. From my own state, how many innocent lives have been lost in Kaduna State. But who is our president? Is Muhammadu Buhari. If it was years ago, we would have been from the same state because he comes from Katsina State. And Katsina State used to be part of North Central, that is where Kaduna State is now. Who has suffered the most? We have suffered the most. Is there security and safety in Daura where he comes from? No. If we miss this period, this window of opportunity we have, and allow people to still play the old foolish politics, then we will have ourselves to be blamed. People that still allow themselves to be bought by these selfish, greedy politicians using money. And where did they get the money from? They stole it from you, but they want to bring one little change and give it to you so you can sell your PVC or so that you can cast a vote for them. Then they go again and you die hungry. Which kind of handwriting on the wall are you waiting for? Are you waiting for an angel to drop from heaven and save you? You've been praying in the mosque. You've been praying in the church. You've been calling on God. You've been calling on Allah. Is God dead? Is God deaf that he can't hear you? God, I believe, has done his part. You and I are the ones that must get up now, not later. We do it now to take our nation back from these wicked politicians. It doesn't matter under what cover they come. Now it's no longer time for playing politics. No. We played enough politics. It hasn't helped us. All we've seen is death and death and death, bloodshed everywhere. Do you know what? In Kaduna State, we used to live together peaceful. The Hausas, the Fulanis, the people from southern Kaduna, we all lived together. The Fulanis will come and graze their cattle in farms of the Jaba people, the Koro people, the Ninzom people, the Kataf people, and they lived so peaceful. And if you take it a little bit further and go even to places like Benue, and you see that they lived in harmony, Plateau State. But today, there's no peace. People that used to live together peacefully, they have become enemies, and it has become a den of murder. It has become a den of genocide. How was this created? It was created by selfish politicians, and they are still asking you to vote for them again. Then they will come and continue with their stealing, continue with their killing, and you notice their own children are not being killed. Their children are schooling abroad. They are enjoying while you are suffering. You kill yourself. You go out and kill for them. Who is the one that benefits? They benefit. So that's why I'm calling upon you Nigerians. Stop this foolishness about people coming and telling you, vote your tribe, vote somebody that's from your religion. Because you are a Muslim, you must vote a Muslim. Because you're a Christian, you must vote a Christian. Because you're from the West, you are Yoruba, you must vote Yoruba. You are Igbo, you must vote Igbo. Forget those differences. We are talking about the future of Nigeria. Your children's children, even the ones not yet born. Do you want them one day to curse you in your grave? Because you were insensitive, you were selfish, you were greedy. All you thought about is getting something into your pocket for now. No, enough is enough. I am in my 60s. People like us, yes, we are still strong and we can still do a lot, but we can't do as much as the young people. But do you know the ones that are suffering the effect of bad governance is the young people, unemployed. The schools have been closed. Universities have been closed for now for so many months. More than half of this year, university students have been at home. That there's no money to pay the lecturers. They are making a demand, the government can't meet the demand. Why? Because we don't have money. Yet they have money to do all the things that we see. You hear a minister talking about they use so money to kill cockroaches, they use so money to cut grass, they use so money to furnish a place, and so it's all about looting and looting and looting. So there's money, but the young people are unemployed, and that's why now they are seeing a ray of hope. Since I was born, this is the first time I'm seeing a movement like this. It's not even a political movement as far as I'm concerned. This movement has gone beyond party lines. I'm so happy they're not doing it with violence. They're getting the little money they should have been eating. What are they doing? They're going out on the street and doing marches, and they're calling for change. You hear them saying, I'm obedient, I'm useful, I'm obedient, I'm useful. It was not Peter Obi that enlisted them. He didn't bribe them the way the other politicians do. They will use money and even get thugs, paid thugs to come and disrupt elections, and they will bribe people to go and falsify figures. With the current movement we are seeing now, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The broadcast of today, it is calling on us all. It doesn't matter your age. Let it not just be left to the young people. Because when the suffering comes, when this terrorists go into villages, when they go into cities, when the train between Kaduna and Abuja was bombed, were the victims only young people? There were young people, there were old people, and they were not asking anybody's tribe. They were not asking what part of the nation somebody came from. They all suffer. And the effect of poverty, the effect of hunger is on everyone, educated, not educated, young, old, Hausa, Igbo, Kanuri, Ibibio, Fulani, Yoruba. It did not matter what part of the nation you came. Hunger does not discriminate. Hunger does not ask, are you a Muslim or are you a Christian? Are you an animist? It does not ask. I'm pleading with you. Let all differences be laid aside. Don't let politicians come and use those differences on you anymore. Enough is enough. We've caught them. They are the ones that have been lying to us, dividing us, making us fight each other. We go against each other. We bomb places. We burn places. We go into houses and kill people. And then we divide ourselves, but they are united. Have you noticed that the politicians always get together? They jump from one party to the other. If they can't get their way here, they will join the other party as long as they will still maintain power. And then we stay under controlled, suffering while they are enjoying. That's why it is time to join the movement. Don't let anybody talk you out. And don't allow this sentiment of, this is my political party, this is my political party. What did you get from the party? You've been following them all this year, fighting for them, canvassing votes for them. What did you get? They keep promising and promising, oh, just vote for us this time around, we will do this. You hear Tinubu saying, I made Buhari, I made this one, I made this one. It's now my turn. Emi Lokon, give me, it's now my turn. So as if it's a piece of cake, they must share among themselves. Then the rest of the nation should suffer. Enough is enough. It's time for us to team up together, join the movement. If it's not for you, at least take it for your children. Don't make the mistake you made in 2015 and in 2019. You may not have another nation called Nigeria. I am begging you. Ina magana da ku fa. Ku ji fa abin da nake gaya muku fa. In ba mu karbi Nigeria fa yanzu fa. Ai fa sai Allah fa. Yanzu ne lokacin da za mu karbi kasan mu daga hannun mutanen da suka lalace Nigeria. Ai ya isa fa. Turi fa ya kai bango fa. Kuna jin maganan da ina yi yanzu fa. Kar mu zauna muna kallon mutanen nan fa. An lalace kasan mu fa. Sannan muna zama muna cewa ai Allah yana nan. Mu bar Allah fa. Allah ya riga ya ba mu kasan fa. Mutanen kudu, mutanen arewa, duka fa Allah ne ya samu nan fa. Kasan fa ba naka ne ba. Duka namu ne fa. Kasan Nigeria namu ne. I know I just have to speak to my people, the Hausas, but I'm telling you, the time to take back the nation, it is now. Yanzu ne lokacin da zamu karbi kasanmu. Now is the time to take our nation back from these people. This current movement and this current journey, I call it an irreversible journey to take back our nation. We have gone too far to turn back. There's no turning back again. The young people are all over, north, south, east, west. They are using their own hard-earned money. Peter Obi or Labour Party is not giving them 1 naira to do what they are doing. You hear them saying, we are not collecting shishi. We are not giving shishi. That means they're not going to give bribe. They're not collecting bribe. They're not giving out bribe. Everything they're doing is personal investment. Because the nation belongs to us, they are putting their money where their mouth is. So they're investing in their nation. And so when anything goes wrong, how will somebody that invested in Nigeria then one day will go out and start committing crime, will go out and start stealing, or get into government and start embezzling? No, they will not do that. So it's actually the birth of a new Nigeria with what is happening now. I'm so happy to see that in our lifetime, we can have a new Nigeria free of corruption, free of nepotism, free of tribalism, free of sectionalism. You can make it happen. Do it now. Don't wait for later. Don't say, I'll make up my mind when 2023 comes, just near the election. Take your stand now so that we all join together. Peter Obi and Ahmed Yusuf, they are in Labour Party. That's where they are standing from. I am going for somebody that has values, somebody that has a heart, somebody that cares, somebody that has a heart for the nation, not for personal gratification, as we have seen with previous politicians. This is the time that we must stand together. And this is an irreversible movement. What I've observed about this movement, it seems to be a sovereign, God-orchestrated movement. It's not just a movement by a political party or some individual. With the current rise of young people, they're not asking Peter Obi or Ahmed Yusuf to give them permission. They're just going out on their own. I said before that even if Peter Obi and Ahmed Yusuf decide today to step down, the movement has gone too far to turn back. There's no going back. The movement to take Nigeria back has gone too far to reverse. And they say, oh, they are only just on social media. They used to say it, but are they saying it anymore? Because they can see the movement is for real. They are determined. The young people and some other people that are with them want to take the nation back. Somebody asking, are you also obedient? Yes, I'm obedient. I'm obedient. Oh, but you can't be obedient when you're from Kaduna State. Oh, I've suffered. We have suffered. Then I should be allowing Kaduna State. Oh no, you're from the north, you're from the north. What has that done to me? I just want to see a new Nigeria. If the Igbo man has the answer, Peter Obi, I am going to support him because we've tried our northern brothers. What did we get? Deaths, poverty. Come and see how our people are poor in the north. So let's allow this Igbo. And they are very adventurous people. Igbos are in Kano, they are in Sokoto, they are all over the place. They're the ones that are very creative, very innovative. They are risk takers. They're able to go and do business anywhere. That's why we need somebody like Peter Obi. Where Nigeria is now, we need a shrewd business person. We need a smart business person. Some people are saying why we don't want Peter Obi is because he's too stingy. Yes, Nigeria, you need a stingy leader that will not put money in his own pocket, but a person that will know how to administer our God-given resources so that all this stealing, this embezzlement, where one person will steal money and fill up a whole warehouse and people are dying of hunger. So we need somebody like Peter Obi that has a proven record of how to manage accountability, and that's why somebody like Peter is the kind of person we need. His running mate is Ahmed Yusuf. Ahmed Yusuf is also another young, shrewd person that understands about cutting cost of governance, understands about the need to build a new Nigeria. So let's join this movement and make it happen. Anybody that is fighting this movement, you are an enemy to Nigerians. You must have another agenda you are after. Your agenda is not Nigeria, I can tell you. I want to ask you, what is Tinubu still looking for at his age? What is his plan? But we can hear the clear plan that Obi has for Nigeria. And you can see hope. And somebody, because of selfishness, what they promised you, they bribed you. And you are saying, I am for Tinubu, I am for Atiku. And you are shouting those names. But you know in your heart of heart, you are not convinced. Money is the one speaking. That money will soon finish. Think Nigeria, don't think your pocket. Stop thinking about your own selfish interest. Let's think national interest.
All those who are talking about the politics of Nigeria today about Obi, they meet us in the struggle. I am in the position to know everybody from bottom to the end, including Tinubu, who I have the privilege of making him being the chairman of the party when he became the governor on the basis of structuring Nigeria. And I know that Atiku very well. Atiku's case is very simple. Did not have no right to come back again after 8 years. Simple. Just as I am opposed to Tinubu, not for many reasons, it is not the right of the Southwest now to come and claim presidency. If you want peace in Nigeria, if you want equity, if you want justice, if you want to be united, we are talking of rotation, we are talking of federal character. It has gone to the north, now to the south. Should you come to the south with the region that has had it, with Obasanjo with 8 years, Yemen Shibajo with 8 years as vice president, South has had it with Jonathan. The south is not part of Nigeria. To do that equity, you see, the stand of affair is purely on principle. I am not in no animosity against Tinubu or anybody. If I'm going to be parochial, from Tinubu say Yoruba man. I take pride that because I made him the governor, he became the president, fine. But right is right. And mind you, I want to tell the populace of Nigeria, until you do the politics of principle of issue, of equity, inclusiveness, you will never get anywhere in Nigeria. The problem with the two parties today is because they have no principle, no ideology. There is nothing with which they stand by. They say one thing in the morning, they change in the afternoon.
Nigeria has what it takes to become a first world. I want to ask you, what does Britain have? What does America have that we don't have in Nigeria? We can make a difference, but the time is now that we must take our nation back from these people. Governance must change, leadership must change. See what is happening in Zambia. The previous president, they stole so much money and even had money in bags in homes, and the nation was going down the drain. People were suffering. But just about a year or less than a year of this new president, that's President HH, the economy of Zambia, see how it's flourishing. Very soon it will be like top in Africa. Just a change of leadership, see what it has done. In a nation like Zambia that does not have the amount of resources that we have in Nigeria. So why don't we allow change? Somebody like Obi is telling us what he will do.
That is when you will begin your job. Because beyond 2023, we will no longer allow drivers that don't know where we are going. We will remove that driver. We will not allow him to continue. He will go down and we put another driver to continue. Because what we have now and what is happening in Nigeria is that you don't know where you're going. The driver doesn't know where the vehicle is going. So every road leads us there. And that you are not running for president. You are running for president through us. Our job is to take the power from those who have it and give it back to you. We have a country called Nigeria, but we don't have Nigerians. What we want to do is to create Nigerians. And the only way to create Nigerians is that we must make people to have faith in Nigeria. And the only way they have faith in Nigeria is that there's hope in Nigeria.
I've always said, Shehu, the greatest tragedy of our country today is consumption and not production. It is sharing and not creating. I said I want to move the country from consumption to production. A country of 200 million people with a land size of 923,000 square kilometers cannot produce or feed itself, no export. So our total export is less than $30 billion.
APC, you do not have the moral right to still continue to govern Nigeria after the pain, the evil, the atrocities that you have committed these 8 years. You do not have any ground to stand upon to still ask Nigerians to vote for you so that you can continue to govern Nigeria. Enough is enough. And we know your plans. All you know to do is to rig, distribute stolen money, and buy off people's conscience. But this time around, the people's voices will speak. INEC, please don't allow yourself to be bought. Protect the votes of the people. People are allowing religious sentiments, tribal sentiments, selfish sentiments to blur their judgment, to block them. And they're even trying to canvass support from others on a platform that is not helpful to the nation. I am telling you, enough is enough. Now is the time to rise and join the movement and take our nation back and say, we will not let these people continue any longer. Anybody that's telling Tinubu, just go on, we will support you, they don't mean well for Nigeria. Every progress-loving Nigerian should support the current movement. I don't know Obi personally. They have not given me anything to say what I'm saying. I'm just someone that has seen the pain the nation has been through. Let's give Obi a chance. He has the interest of Nigeria. Some of my northern brothers and sisters that are afraid of him because he's Igbo, you think he's going to bring back Biafra. There's no Biafra in that man. That man is only thinking about us. In fact, you will celebrate on the street. You will be all happy. Let's rally behind them and make sure this becomes a reality come 2023. Now that the campaigns are kicking off, join the team of the people doing the campaign. I advise everyone out there, join the movement. They call them the obedient team. Yes, become obedient. They said they are also useful. Why don't you also become useful? Why waste your time running after people that will not make it? The movement is too strong. The movement is ready to take the nation. I'm saying to you, Tinubu, for your own good and your own welfare, and for your legacy, whatever you have done, thank you. But let's call it a day. Leave this thing about presidency alone if you don't want to be disgraced, because you will not be in Aso Rock. It's not going to happen. Yes, you may have money and you have used money before. This time around, your money will fail you. It will disgrace you. People will just eat your money, but you will not become president. The time has passed. People are tired. They want change, and they're not prepared to hear anything. And let me speak to you, Atiku. You were vice president, Atiku. Thank God you had an opportunity. Others will never even be local government chairman in their lifetime, talk less of being president or vice. Please, leave this thing of presidency alone. People that are promising you and telling you you will become president, they are lying to you. Some of them have told us that they are just following you to get your money, but they will not vote for you. They are secretly supporting the current movement. So surrender now. Don't surrender only after, like you did in 2019. I'm begging you, Tinubu. I am begging you, Atiku. I was not sent to beg you. I'm just a concerned Nigerian, and I'm concerned for you. For the sake of your children and Nigeria, please stop wasting your time or wasting your money. And think about Nigeria, not your own ambition of becoming president. And to the rest of you that are behind them, for the future of Nigeria, for the new Nigeria we want to see, Peter Obi is the man. And you know it yourself, but you're trying to deny it because there's money you're getting. I advise everyone out there, join the movement. Are you not tired of the killings? Are you not tired of the insecurity? Are you not tired of the state of the economy? Are you not tired of the uncertainty? Are you not tired of the state of how things are? Things can change, but nothing changes if the leadership has no direction. And if we allow the same people to continue, the suffering will just increase. So this time around, please, Nigerians, let's choose correctly. And God has given us an opportunity in Peter Obi and Ahmed Yusuf. I want to say thank you very much for patiently watching and following this broadcast. Please share it with as many people as you can in all the different platforms. They all need to hear this broadcast, because what I'm talking about has everything to do with what will become of Nigeria come 2023. I want you to subscribe to my channel, like the page, and press the notification icon so that anytime I have another broadcast, you will be notified. Once again, I want to say thank you very much. Watch out for more broadcasts that I'll be making during this season of change. And may God bless you and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I love you. Bye-bye.